Hey Reefers! Today we're going to get an update on the Red Sea Max Nano. Hey guys, Devin with ReefDudes, and I want to give you guys an update on the Red Sea Max Nano. A couple updates since the last one. I got my dosing pump containers installed. I am currently running the CoralBox Wi-Fi doser. And I got the DIY auto top off. If you guys saw last week's video, I did a how-to on how to build this super simple tiny little guy. And it loads into the back via an optical sensor. So right in that little sensor's out of water, you can see it starts filling. So very slick, very easy little setup, very compact. Now the Red Sea tank actually does come with an auto top off fairly well. This little guy's little bobber, I get about 4 days out of it, so not too bad. And they're actually the only company I've actually seen that give you an auto top off with the tank, so that's pretty awesome. However, being a bit of a lazy reefer, I'm in and out of town a lot, I want to know it lasts a little longer. So this should probably last me, this is probably 4 to 5 gallons, so I should probably get, 3 to 4 weeks out of it. So definitely make life a lot easier for going away for a while. Now for actually dosing the tank, I'm using the Red Sea Foundation supplements. So we got the calcium, alkalinity, and magnesium. I did finally just get this tested and got the doser going a few days ago. Now I did hear a couple things about people questioning on the doser, on if you got air in the lines or anything like that, or back siphoning. Now on there, I do use check valves on the lines. So I didn't use the ones that came with that. I had these other guys with a little spring inside that seemed a little more robust. So I put those on, and so far so good. No issues with that. Now I also had somebody ask me on one of the previous videos of how much power the tank draws. So I found my trusty little meter, and let's pop it on and we'll see what it's drawing. I'm not sure if this shows up or not, but the motor, the light, the skimmer, everything running is currently drawing about 130 watts. So that gives you a bit of an idea if you want to calculate how much power it actually costs you. It's actually pretty low. I mean, not bad considering it's probably only, $5 a month or whatever. Calculate it what it works out to. But so not too much power draw. So hopefully that answers your question. Whoever asked that before, sorry, I can't remember offhand without digging back through the comments. And that is my ATO's plugged in, the doser's plugged in. We got the return pump, the skimmer, and the light. Now the other question I see pop up quite a bit is how noisy is the skimmer? Now, some people say it's really loud. It's not the quietest in the world, but it's not bad. So just about for, say, front of the glass. It's bouncing around 45 decibels. So it's not terrible. It's not silent, but it's not too bad. So it's definitely a lot better than some of the lot, but it is by far the loudest part on the tank. Now as for the tank itself, my one slight issue is I do have some bubble algae in the tank, and that's one thing that does bug me. There is a product called Vibrant Aquarium Cleaner that supposedly gets rid of bubble algae. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to, so that's going to be my next experiment, and hopefully it gets rid of all the bubble algae. I'll keep you guys updated, and once I get that, we'll do a bit of a couple week, month-long study and see how the results are. As for that inhabitants in the tank, all these little guys are doing awesome. So the tank's probably getting close to about 2 months old now. Kind of just turned up the lights. We got the gold bangle torch. We got some rastas. Down here, that piece fell off, gotta put it back up. But that's the Hawkins Anchinata. I got a gold torch, which is looking a little greenish right now, so it might need a bit more light. We got a fathead dendro, we got Scully. A couple different recordias, I got a little bit of NPS in there. In the back, little yellow sponge, it was yellow, I thought it was really cool. We got a few different acans, or I guess micromusa they're called now. They've been reclassified, so I've learned. I believe that's radioactive dragon eye. We've got a frog spawn in the back. Coming up the rock, we got some utter chaos. And to the left of that, we got pink hippos. And above those, we got some blue-eye blondes. They're doing pretty well. On here, this was a chunk of orange Setosa that broke off my main tanks. I threw it in. Now, the one thing that I find really cool is a couple of the SPS I put in there are already doing well. So you see that blue millie? It's already encrusting over the epoxy. Like, this is amazing me. The tank's, 2 months old and it's already encrusting. SPS are growing. Even the green guy right there, you can start to see it starting to encrust on the epoxy. So that's definitely an awesome sign for growth. A couple of little chunks. I added a little chunk of that purple one I had in there. We got the orange Setosa, the blue-eyed blondes. This guy is a highlighter one. It's looking a little light, but we'll see how it adapts to this tank. Well, that little green guy is doing really well. He's got lots of tips. All the pull-ups are out and happy. Another kind of purple one. This one's a tricolor acro, I believe. I believe that's all I have for SPS so far, but so far they're happy and they're growing. Basically, if ever I have an accidental little tip or a piece break off, it comes a nano tank fit. But yeah, overall, everything's looking great in the nano tank. One other kind of cool feature is my automated cabinet light. Now, I was going to wire up a little switch and everything for this, but I ended up just picking up these lights off Amazon. And if you look up here, it is a battery operated motion light. So it just takes a couple of AAAs, just sticks on the top, and when it senses motion, so every time I open the door it turns on. So super quick and easy. If anyone wants to check those out, I think they're only like 10 bucks, or maybe I paid 20 something for a 3-pack. So those guys have been super handy cabinet light. Saved a lot of wiring and a lot of messing around. So overall the tank is pretty happy. I'm really digging the scape. Lots of overhangs. Lots of really funky ones. It's hard to pick it up on video, but there's just some really funky shapes and dimensions to this aquascape, which I'm digging. Now I have started to see Spike, which is my spike fin goby, more and more. So that's been making me happy. He is super tiny little guy. He's very elusive. He hides a lot of the time, which kind of sucks. But I'm starting to spot him more and more. So the pipefish are doing very well. Those two guys are always out and about. They mainly hide in the back, but I do see them constantly, which is nice. Same with the rainford goby. He's my newest addition. He's been a happy little guy. He's always out just munching on sand. Now, a couple of you guys are asking, because I have pipefish and I have this little spike fin, they're all super tiny little creatures, and I do supplement pods. I know some of these fish are a little pickier, especially in such a brand new nano tank. So I do add pods to the tank, probably every week or two right now, just to make sure there's tons of food for these little creatures to be healthy, survive, and establish a good environment for them. So very, very important thing to do if you are adding a lot of these little pod eaters. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this update. As always, any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you guys are in Canada, make sure you guys check out reefsupplies.ca, and if you guys are going to Reef Palooza in Orlando, make sure you guys come find me and say hi, because I'm going to be there, and it's going to be awesome. Alright guys, as always, if you enjoyed this, hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you get subscribed for more great videos from ReefDudes.